November 10th. And man, if you don't enjoy being in the great state of Iowa on November 10th, something's wrong. Oh, I see a deer. Oh my gosh, look at that deer. That is unbelievable. What's up, guys? Took about a week off from Illinois a couple weeks ago. Now we're in Iowa this week, and this morning was our first hunt, and it was bitter cold. Wind chill about 8 this morning, so kind of chilly. We got a pretty stable north wind right now, or excuse me, west wind right now. It was north this morning, switching to west, so we got down and we're going to do a little something different. Didn't see much this morning, pretty slow actually, but as we just parked the buggy, there's about 3 or 4 bucks chasing does about 600 yards off in this green field over here. So farmer was telling me all of his cameras showed that the deer were up all night running around, which is probably why it was slow this morning, which probably means it's going to be a pretty good afternoon. We're going to go up into this blind here on this cut bean field. It's actually got some standing beans around the blind. You guys that watched Major League Bowhunter forever killed 170, no 70s deer out of it in the snow about 7 or 8 years ago. So it's a good spot. It's a place where we can see a lot. We can put our finger on, you know, the pulse of what's going on in this area, and we should see a lot of deer, you know. I mean, I fully expect to see, you know, bucks out in this cut cornfield before the night's over, you know, chasing pretty good. So it's, I believe, November 10th, and man, if you don't enjoy being in the great state of Iowa on November 10th, something's wrong. So keep your fingers crossed, man. But just, you know, I just want some action. We'll see some action. We'll have a good hunt and make a game plan from there. Love y'all. More back there. There that deer is.
That's the deer we seen here every time 2 years ago. They had those same little kickers. Can you shoot him out of that window? Yeah. Okay. Don't go that way. Stand up to go over there. You're gonna come this way. You're gonna shoot through here. I mean, I have to stand up and shoot through there.
Right. Right. Right.
Archery back there, I don't know.
Got in there pretty good. All the way up to the label. All right, so have a cool hunt tonight, but a little leery, if you will. Got a picture from Brad, our farmer, this morning, and he said that sent us a picture of a really nice deer. I mean, he's 65, boonerish, you know, he's close. And we saw him today. We backed out this morning because we were getting a wind change when we went about 300 yards away and sat in, oddly enough, a box blind. I've killed some deer out of that box blind before, but saw him chasing some does and really thought the hunt was over. Lo and behold, he comes back out, walks within 30 yards of the blind. I tried to stop him 2 or 3 times, I think 3 times, and he wouldn't stop. And if he takes 2 more steps, he's gone. He's out of my window. So squeezed one off. Thought I made a pretty good shot, but as you normally do when they're walking, shot him back. Called me crazy, but I saw a lot of blood, you know, so it's possible that I hit that artery, but where he dropped my arrow, there wasn't enough blood to kind of push us forward, so we're just going to let him lay overnight and hopefully get up in the morning and recover him. If we got that artery, he shouldn't be too far, but just didn't want to push him if I didn't get the artery. So yeah, first day in Iowa. What a day, man. Cold this morning, cold tonight, and the one deer that our farmer sends a picture of comes out in front of us right at dark, and we were able to get a shot. So keep fingers crossed. Long night of sleep tonight. Well, it's next morning. It's the moment of truth. You know, kind of an iffy shot last night. We tracked blood for about 75 yards, and it wasn't to the point where we wanted to continue and possibly push him. I've got my arrow from last night marking that spot, but yeah, just I don't really know what to think, because I tried to grunt 2 or 3 times to stop him. He wouldn't stop. My last chance, he takes 2 more steps, he's gone. Last chance, and you always think you can fit it in there or lead him, if you will. Never works. She hit him back. My only saving grace, and I got a little hunch here, you know, when he turned to run off, I did see a lot of blood. And a lot of times when you hit him just in front of the back leg, just under the spine, you hit that artery, and they bleed out pretty quick. But you know, time will tell. This is a buck that we saw a couple years ago. We called him Everyday Eddie, actually. We saw him all the time. He's got a jacked up right eye, or had a jacked up right eye a couple years ago. So it's nice to see the development of 2 years of maturity, what that does to the deer. So we'll keep our fingers crossed. We know about where last time we saw him, so once we get to that point, we'll know something a little. Let's see what we got. In this general area here, and then he took off down into this ditch right here, and my arrow's probably about 50-60 yards down into this ditch. So as you see, we had a good 15-18 inches of penetration, and this is the one reason I'm fairly hopeful. We got in there pretty good, and this titanium tear from Thorn Broadheads got a 2-inch diameter, cutting diameter, and it's hopefully it did some damage. So we'll track blood from here, and I really hope he's down on this bottom. A lot easier to find it in this white grass. Blood. Some good blood there. I mean, he's bleeding pretty, not bleeding a ton, but he's bleeding steady. Blood, blood. Blood, blood. I think we had him going around that cedar tree right there, didn't we?
Yeah, I think
last night?
Yeah.
There's blood there.
Real.
Blood. There's a good amount of blood there. Yeah. Some more. Now he looks like he's starting to spray it a little bit. Right here. Right here. Bunch of blood. Sprayed it all over right here. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Bunch of blood there. It's about the last time we saw him, Bubba. They come up through here. Yeah. Oh, I see a deer. What I tell you? What I tell you? Home. Wow. Yeah, he expired right here. Dude. Oh my gosh, look at that deer. That is unbelievable. Man, just look what that broadhead did to him back here. Oh, he's all kinds of stiff. Oh, dude, how good is that? That's unbelievable. Look at these good threes. Got some character, got some kickers, man. I'll tell you what, you don't want to draw it up like that, but man, like I said, it's better to be lucky than good in this situation. Yeah, you come up here, you wait so long to get a tag. I've had the good fortune of hunting up here quite a few times in between drawing a tag, getting a immediate tag, but seeing this deer 2 years ago and what he's become 2 years later, he's a big old bull. He's at least 5 or 6 years old. Saw him yesterday chasing does. Didn't really think much of it. We were about 5 or 10 minutes from packing everything up and going home for the night, and lo and behold, brings a doe out on the bean field, walks right past her, right past the blind at 30 yards. It was just meant to be, you know. I mean, he wouldn't stop when I grunted, and I just happened to hit that artery back there, and he bleeds out within basically 100 yards of where we shot him. So, not every hunt you come in on the first day and shoot 165, 170 inch deer. So extremely grateful. I want to thank our farmer up here, Brad Van Wilden, and for putting up with us for a long time. Obviously Jake for putting up with me in the stand. Thorn Broadheads, the Titanium Terror, did an outstanding job. Realtree, Hoyt, I mean, everybody did their job this week, and we got it done with a nice, big Iowa whitetail.